Hi, Helen. I very much enjoy your satsangs and the way they lead us gently towards the knowing of who or what we are. One thing I wonder about is the solidity of things. Atomic theory tells us that everything that exists in the universe is really just empty space with tiny electrical charges in the form of neutrons, protons, and electrons spinning around the space in the nucleus. Spinning around the space, the nucleus. I did chemistry, so I should be able to say this word. The nucleus is in the center of phew. Somehow this becomes things such as bodies, trees, planets, etc. Because empty space is all that really exists, we can see that all we perceive is illusion. Maya in Hindu theory. I imagine you have already contemplated this and would appreciate your insights into this with love. Yeah, I've contemplated just a few thousand million times. Because it was such a puzzle for me when I close my eyes and inquire where I am and what I am. I found this mystery, this nothingness, this emptiness, this consciousness, presence, whatever we're going to call it here tonight. And the more and more I looked, I saw it was everywhere and it was everything. As you said here, it was everything. And then I opened my eyes again and I seemed to see the world of solid things. How can I sit on this chair? How can my body sit on this chair if it's empty? My body's empty, the chair's empty, everything is emptiness. How does that even work? So I began to really look at what was different with my eyes closed as open. What are the senses actually doing? What do they do? What is it that's different when a body's here that during the nighttime in deep sleep or when the body's gone completely? What is it that's different there? And you could say that the senses are collecting vibration. So it might look like I'm looking at a laptop right now that I'm doing this on. It may feel like I'm sitting on a chair. What actually is happening is my senses are taking in vibration. So this empty nothingness first begins to vibrate. And my body and mind are vibrating. They're a wave in the infinite ocean, literally like a wave on the ocean surface, a disturbance in the equilibrium. And when I come across another wave that's vibrating very similar to where my body's at, we call it solid. Why? Because there's this kind of repulsion. We can't actually put them together. My body sits on the chair, doesn't fall through it. When I come across a vibration, it's moving much faster. Like this water. It moves, I can drink it, or, well, not in the glass, but I could bathe in it, shower in it. We call it liquid then. So when it's similar vibration to my body, we call it solid. When it's higher, we call it liquid because it's moving faster. When it's even higher, like this air, I can wave my hand through it. It's not tangible at all, is it? I can't grasp it. And I can perceive it, but I can't touch it with my senses. So we call that a gas or gaseous, or it's vapors in the air itself. So while I have these vibration collectors, I'm assessing vibrations, and things that are similar feel solid. Things that are very different feel a gas or a liquid if in between. And we can prove this right now. If we cooled down the air in this room enough, if we really cooled it right down, then water would begin, the vapor that's in the air and invisible right now would begin to solidify into a liquid, condense into a liquid and run down the windows. And if you cooled it down even more, that liquid water that was invisible, we're breathing it in right now, would turn to ice, a solid. What's the difference? Same H2O, it's just the rate of vibration is slowing down and down and down and down. We have that too. Our physical body is vibrating slower than anything else. Our thoughts, our emotions a bit faster, our thoughts even faster than that, and so on. Manifestation is on a spectrum of like a rainbow. What's the difference in the color of the rainbow? Colors, it's the vibration of that light, isn't it? The frequency of that light. But ultimately, we only seem to have the option of form and formless when the body is here. Duality is born with the body. It's actually time and duality that's born, not the body. Because there seems to be two options then. Without the body and the senses, there's just emptiness, no thingness. With the body, there's this empty space that's seemingly totally empty and yet has arranged itself into a vibration, begun to move. If you had a really still pond of water, like really still body of water, totally not moving at all, and something came along and touched it, these ripples would spread out from that point. What is it that's touching it? Well, it's you. You're creating this, you, the infinite self, all the time. You're changing shapes, slowing down vibrations by what you expect. You're speeding them up by what you resist, vice versa, all the time. And isn't it extraordinary that you can create from the same basic emptiness, you can create trees and planets and speck of dust and subatomic particles and black holes and galaxies and human beings and amoeba and fear and bliss. On and on and on it goes. So what are we actually perceiving then with our senses? Is it really objects or is it vibration? Is it our brain that arranges it into, remember, so that vibration is what we call fear. That vibration is what we call table. That vibration is what we call play. Or even before that, can we say, well, is vibration really any different than? Is the rippling water any different from the still water? Not so much. So an awakened being can look at any object or experience any object inside fear or anything like that, and it's experienced as if it's still emptiness, because it is nothingness. It's only when we put a label on it with the mind and we believe that label more than the actual experience of the thing that they seem to get really solid and dense. You can even experience this if you're in a deep meditation. You notice your body doesn't feel quite so dense. It feels quite light and floaty. So I'll give you some things to ponder on. This one really fascinated me.